For Pacifica Radio, I'm Christina Onnested. National Guard troops have arrived in Washington, D.C. after President Donald Trump took federal control over the Metropolitan Police Monday. The move blasted by the mayor, Muriel Bowser.
I think I speak for all Americans. We don't believe it's legal to use the American military against American citizens on American soil.
Catherine Carley has more.
President Donald Trump says other cities, including Baltimore, Chicago, and New York, could be next. The president cites individual incidents like an attempted carjacking of a former DOJ employee, but violent crime in the district is actually at a 30-year low. Hundreds of local residents and elected officials are denouncing the move, saying it underscores the need for D.C. statehood. Samantha Davis is with the group Free D.C.
This is not about crime. This is about control. This is not about public safety. This is about power.
Trump says homeless people must, quote, immediately move far from the Capitol, although it's unclear where they would go. I'm Catherine Carley for Pacifica Network and Public News Service.
A new Pentagon plan would create a military unit for civil unrest, according to Pentagon documents reviewed by the Washington Post. It's reporting the plan would establish a domestic civil disturbance quick reaction force composed of 600 National Guard troops that would be ready around the clock to be quickly deployed into U.S. cities facing protests or other unrest. The cost estimated at hundreds of millions of dollars if aircraft and air crews were included. It's day 2 of arguments in a federal lawsuit challenging the president's deployment of National Guard troops and Marines to Los Angeles amid protests against immigration raids. The suit claims deploying the military against citizens is a violation of the Posse Comitatus Act of 1878, which bars the military from enforcing domestic laws on U.S. streets. District Judge Breyer said at the start of Monday's hearing the factual question which the court must address is whether the military was used to enforce domestic law, and if so, whether there continues to be a threat that it could be done again. Last week, the Trump administration extended troop activation in the Los Angeles area through November 6th. 250 National Guard troops remain at a base in Los Alamitos. A new report from the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office estimates President Donald Trump's budget and tax cuts bill will result in less income for the poorest Americans, while sending more money to the richest. The CBO estimates 10% of poorest Americans will lose roughly $1,200 a year as they experience restrictions on programs like Medicaid and food assistance. The richest 10% will see their income increase by $13,600 from tax cuts. Roughly 2.5 million people will no longer be eligible for food aid under work requirements. 10 million Americans are expected to lose health insurance by 2034 due to changes to the Medicaid law. Israel's military killed 59 Palestinians today as it's begun carrying out Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's plan to take full control of the Gaza Strip, intensifying strikes on Gaza City, killing entire families. Monday, a day after killing 5 Al Jazeera journalists, Israeli strikes hit the home of another journalist, killing 10 family members. No word on Mutsam Dalul, his last social media post saying he was hit and asking for help. 5 more people have also starved to death in Gaza, including 2 children, according to the health ministry. Al Jazeera today reported a rehabilitation clinic in Gaza has the highest rate of child amputees in the world. The conservative majority Supreme Court will reconsider gay marriage rights in the coming months, a decade after the nation's high court ruled in favor of gay marriage rights. The former Kentucky county clerk who refused to issue marriage licenses to same-sex couples citing religious freedom, Kim Davis, is appealing a $100,000 jury verdict for emotional damages plus $260,000 for attorney's fees. Her legal challenge to the high court argues First Amendment protections for religious freedom shields her from legal liability of denying marriage licenses and financial liability. It also asks the high court to explicitly rule on same-sex marriage. Two lawsuits coming out of Texas's abortion ban are testing the strength of what are known as shield laws. A Texas man is suing a California doctor for allegedly providing abortion medication to his girlfriend, and a Texas judge ruled in favor of the state in a civil suit filed by Attorney General Ken Paxton against a New York doctor who prescribed and mailed abortion medication to a woman in Texas. President Donald Trump has extended a trade truce with China for another 90 days, delaying a showdown between the world's two biggest economies. A previous deadline was set to expire today that would have increased taxes on Chinese imports from an already high 30%. I'm Christina Onnested reporting for Pacifica Radio.